What's up? It's been a minute since we've been on here.
And we wanted to do a video to update you guys on our life and things that are happening. And it's always fun to look back at it.
Yeah. I know the other day I was like looking back at like our old vlogs and I'm like, oh my god, like we have not vlogged in so long. So it's a little awkward right now. I feel like we've lost touch with our inner vloggers. But, you know, we just wanted to make a simple little video and just keep y'all informed in our lives because it's just been crazy.
Yeah, it really has.
People have been saying, where's the chenchas? What's up with the chenchas? And honestly, a lot of things have been up. We both have moved into new places, have career changes.
Yeah, Myra has a new job. She moved.
Yes, I moved in with my boyfriend. We got an apartment. So we've been living together about 2 months, maybe 3 months now. And I mean, that's not even like our biggest change. But we'll get into that a little later.
Yeah, I moved out from the house of the homeless. I never thought I would move out of there.
The house of the homeless.
Yeah, so many people just live there, and that house was always open. It was always fun. We always try to welcome everyone. But I finally moved out, and I'm living on my own. I have a 1-bedroom apartment right now, and that's been my biggest life update. Mostly, I have a boyfriend now. Dude, pendeja, talking about that. I saw that when I posted a happy birthday, you tagged him. And I don't know if you've noticed, like, I've never tagged him on anything because I wanted to, like, keep the a thing. And then you're like, happy birthday. And I was like, oh, and I didn't even see it until, like, 6 hours later.
Oh, I didn't know.
So then I deleted it 6 hours later, but I was like, oh.
Whatever. I didn't know.
Yeah, Myra has an announcement, too.
I do. Let me get the proof.
Get the proof.
I am 4 months pregnant.
Yes.
It's so crazy, and that's like a big reason. It's my little skelly baby. Yeah, so basically I found out I was pregnant 4 months ago, and it's just been such a big change in my life, and it's a big reason as to why I've been so private and not out there like I usually am.
And careful, too, I would say.
Yeah, it just has changed my life dramatically, and it's like just the beginning of all these life changing. So that's kind of why we wanted to come on here and just keep you guys updated on my... I mean, it's basically both of our lives changing.
Yeah.
It's funny because Martin said, like, in order for one of us to grow up, we both have to grow up at the same time. So
Did he say that?
Yeah. Do you remember, like...
I kind of remember it.
Yeah. I think it's true. Like, one of us couldn't grow up. Like, it had to be both of us at the same time. So this is, like, forcing us to grow up.
Yeah, but I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant.
No, but you're
no, it is forcing me to grow up too. I mean, I wouldn't say grow up, to be honest. I think it's just making me a little bit more mature. And also with my moving, like, I just felt more responsible. Like, I have way more responsibilities.
It's a big girl house now.
Yeah, no, living by yourself is so much responsibility. The first 2 weeks I was crying because I was so fucking, like, confused on processing what I was doing. So yeah, I think it's everything that's been happening that has been pushing us to growing up.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't even announced that I'm pregnant yet. Just like, I'm in no rush to even announce it.
Yeah,
I just feel like the people who need to know, so there's no rush for me to even like put it out there. I am planning on announcing. I just eventually.
By the time you see this is because she already announced it. So that's really cool. If you came from Myra's Instagram post, let us know. How she told me, that was actually kind of whack, honestly.
Honestly, it was.
I feel like a video would have been dope, just like letting me know that she was pregnant. But
I wanted to record it, but I also was like in that phase where I hadn't really told anyone. Like, you are one of the first people to find out, even though you found out pretty late on my pregnancy. But the only reason I told her is because I was in between my old place and getting this place. So there was a time frame where I had moved in with Tony and his family. And, you know, I hadn't seen her in over a month. And I was just like, dude, like, I don't want her to find out after all these people have found out. So I just kind of texted her a picture of my ultrasound, and I was like, hey, like, don't think I don't want to hang out with you. I'm just going through a lot right now.
You said I'm going through a lot of changes. You kept saying that for like a week. Like, we were supposed to hang out like every like 2 days during the week, but then you were like flaking every day, and every day it was like, I'm just going through so many changes, and I knew you had moved and new job and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, it's just that.
Yeah, like when I'm saying I went through changes, it's not just the pregnancy. Like, I moved places, I got a new job, like it was just too much at once. And it's just like I was isolating myself in a sense. Like, I really isolated myself from like my friends and a lot of my family, honestly. But I basically just texted her a picture, and I was like, hey, don't think I don't want to hang out with you or I'm avoiding you. Just like, I'm 8 weeks pregnant. I just found out, and honestly, this is why I've been acting so weird. And she just called me crying. She FaceTimed me. Yeah. You were like furniture shopping.
No, I sent you a picture of me after that. And then you FaceTimed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was crazy. I mean, it wasn't, I ideally would love to like surprise her and be like, hey, like, I'm pregnant. Yeah. But I was also like very scared of people's reactions because I was so sensitive. So I didn't want her to have a bad reaction and me like blow things up because I was just so sensitive as it was because it was just such a sensitive period for me.
Yeah.
So I was kind of guarded in that sense, and that's kind of why I'd rather texted her the picture. But I mean, her reaction was priceless. Like, she was crying like a little baby.
Yeah, I was just crying and crying and crying on the side of the fucking road. And this guy on a bicycle, he like was parked right next to me, and he like came and got on his bicycle, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." Like, I remember that.
Oh my god, did I even tell you how when I found out? Did I even tell you that story?
I think you did shortly, maybe, but I forgot.
So the way I found out that I was pregnant was, you know, I was on birth control, and there was a time where I was like, you know what, like, I don't want to be on the pill anymore. I'm going to get an IUD. So there was like a 2-week period where I was on no birth control. And honestly, during that time, like a week of that time, I was like, you know what, if it happens, it happens. Then the second week, I'm like, no, like, I do not want to get pregnant right now. Like, I'm going to go get an IUD. So I made an appointment to get an IUD. And my period didn't come, and my breasts were just so tender. And that's when I freaked out. I'm like, okay, my period is late. My breasts are tender. Like, this is not good.
How late were you on your period?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh.
I was like 2 weeks late on my period. And then, no, maybe like a week. It was like
because you take fucking tests every day sometimes.
Yeah. So I was like a week late, and the breast tenderness just like scared me. So like, I told Tony, I'm like, I'm going to take a test. Like, I'm scared, you know? So I get to work kind of early. I go and take a test, and I just fucking see the 2 lines. And bitch, like...
So you were at work?
I was at work. I got there like half an hour early. So I hadn't even started. No one was even there yet. And I just saw the 2 lines, and I could not stop crying.
No way, dude.
Dude, I was like crying. I was shaking. I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Did you have a feeling like going in early? Like... Or you
yeah.
didn't really think about it?
No, I woke up that morning and I'm like, I need to take a test today. Other times I would take a test just for like my own peace of mind. Like, okay, I'm not pregnant. But this one, like, I knew that I had to take a test. And yeah, dude, I was just crying. I like called my boyfriend right away.
No way.
And I couldn't even say anything. I was just crying.
Did he know you were taking the test?
Yeah, I told him I was going to take a test. So he knew me calling him crying was like, she's pregnant, you know?
Oh my god.
I couldn't talk. Like, I kept crying. And he's like, he was just so supportive right off the bat. He was like, it's okay. Like, we're going to be fine. Like, I love you. Like, you know, this changes nothing. This just is going to be great, you know? Like, let's just be happy. And that to me was like so reassuring, and I honestly just kept it a secret for like most of the time. Like,
you didn't tell anyone that day at work,
I told like my mommy friends, like Diana and Michelle. Because I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, I feel like you would have to tell someone.
I had to tell someone. I didn't even want to tell my parents. That's the whole other story.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it was just a bunch of emotions. And like I said, I was just already going through changes. Like I was in the process of getting a place. I was getting a new job. So this on top of that was just like stress on stress on stress, you know?
Yeah.
But that's just like a quick, like, what's going on with me in a nutshell.
Which is a lot more interesting to hear.
It's just crazy. I mean, I'm happy and I'm so excited now. I can't wait to meet this little baby. Should I show my belly?
Do a belly shot. I'll hold it. Gosh. Yeah.
This is my belly at 4 months.
And you're pretty small too.
I am pretty small. Luckily, I haven't gained too much weight. I've been very like cautious about my weight gain. But I mean, it's getting a little harder to hide now. But yeah, that's my life in a nutshell.